Hey, what up, guys? I'm Elephant, and welcome to the new format of the Elephant Show called the FriFunShow. This is premiered on the same day the Elephant Show was premiered 2 years ago, but apparently I haven't been getting a lot more views. I'm only been getting like views in like the double digits to triple digits, and I found it's not really that good. So this show format will be a lot more better than the old crappy Elephant Show. This show would now be named as the Fung Show. Here's the format how it works. I'm gonna be telling them news in detail what's going on in the world for the week, and my reactions to it. So let's begin with our first headline. We're gonna begin with our first headline. We're gonna begin actually with Wall Street, which the stocks have been going dramatically down for mostly the entire week. There has not been a single thing that's been going up this week. Dow Jones, Nasdaq, S&P 500, all of these companies, all of these like stocks are going down. Nasdaq was supposed to gain a lot of points today, but when Nasdaq started running into some problems early on before Facebook opened, when there was a sense they kept putting it off, the market did come under a little bit of pressure because people were getting nervous about it. Say Ken Clarke, managing director at iCap Equality in New York. What also contributed to a worst week in Wall Street since 2009 is the result of the Greek economic crisis, where there's a lot of people going to protest because of the issues that Greek will not be able. It's going to economic meltdown. It'll be going to a similar situation like the U.S. In 2007, which happened between 2007 and 2009. Apparently, it recovered a little bit in the U.S., but not a lot of people have got their jobs back. There's still some people that do not have their jobs, and they are designed for a job so they can start making money. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, because of the numerous trades that Facebook did with shareholders, Facebook decided to price the stocks at $38. However, Facebook is planning to buy a Karma app. Public Facebook says it's buying Karma. Giga OM in technology news today. The news was released via Karma's blog. Giga OM posted this. Karma was founded by Lee Linden and Ben Lewis, who in their past lives were co-founders of Tapjoy, that acquired by OfferPal Media after reaching more than $100 million in revenue. That's a lot of money, but not as a lot as billion-dollar companies. Investors in Karma include Kleiner Perkins, Caulfield Buyers, Sequoia Capital, and Evan Williams and Bitstone's Obvious Corp. So will it change Wall Street on Monday, May 21st? I don't know. Well, it could put a very big impact on Wall Street for Monday. We have more news on Facebook. Bono says that investing with Facebook or cooperating with Facebook won't make him the richest musician in the world, according to today and according to an MSNBC article. Despite numerous reports that Facebook IPO will make him the world's richest musician, U2 lead singer Bono said on Friday that it won't be true, because Facebook apparently it's declining. People are getting bored of it. It apparently seems to me that Facebook users are now starting to use other social network sites such as Tumblr and Twitter. There's more in this article. Despite contrary to reports, I am not at the point of billionaire or going to be richer than Andy Beto. When he told in an interview with Andrea Mitchell on Today or NBC TV. So apparently, Facebook is not doing well today. Even though they're trying to invest in more shareholders to buy the company, it actually didn't work, which resulted in the stocks going down. I mean, Facebook has declined so fast. It was founded in 2004, and then a lot more people started using it in 2010. But after 2010 and 2011, people start getting bored of Facebook because I don't know why, but maybe it's just the way it is. In some budget news, California is planning to cut some of its services to help the country, help the state. Sorry about the confusion. Pay its California government the government the government of California
bill. I
has
don't know
decided
what
to
you
cut
call
some of its funding for certain companies such as hospitals, schools, and other services such as especially with police and I don't know if they're cutting down state highways, but if they cut down public schools, it could be a pain in the ass for California to get good education there, and eventually Californians will have to move to other parts of the United States, which will not be good. It's kind of a shame that California is not having efficient funding, because if they paid for like quality services in California, they'll go bankrupt, and I don't know what's going to happen to California. In some government news, Rami cites that there's this Fung NH New Hampshire bridge, could be the evidence of failed stimulus. In a article, according to an article by CBS News, standing in front of the defunct stone bridge that was recently turned into a park with the help of federal stimulus money, Mitt Romney on Friday attacked President Obama for wasting money on careless projects rather than focusing on job growth. You know all the story of this bridge. This is the part of President's stimulus plan, Rami said from the parking lot of a Ford dealership adjacent to the Sawyer Bridge. The bridge hasn't been used by vehicles since the 1800s and does not reach from one bank to the other, but local leaders were able to get more than $150,000 from the federal stimulus bill to restore the structure. So this is basically Rami telling us that he's focusing on getting more people their jobs back than Obama's plan to spend on wherever he likes. I mean, Obama just wastes his money on spending money on whatever he wants to buy, and he doesn't care about the nation. He's just like, okay, I'm just gonna buy whatever I want. I mean, Obama isn't gonna kind of a good president. I think Rami will replace him in the near future because he's good in solving economic problems, such as one which is not resolved, the U.S. recession, which has not been resolved since like 2007, I suppose. In some celebrity news, Donna Summer has died yesterday at the age of 63 because of lung cancer. She is notable for born in Massachusetts, my state, and also for being born on December 31st, which is the day before New Year's Day. She's also notable for writing Let's Dance, which is disco music. That's pretty much a basic info of the news for Donna Summers. I have nothing else to say about this. In science news, people who live in the southwestern United States could be expecting a solar eclipse. What's really interesting about the solar eclipse is that I saw a solar eclipse in 2009. It happened on July 22nd, and it's a great experience. It went from from whiteout to blackout, and from blackout to whiteout again, which means like it's going from day to night instantly, and then back to day in a few minutes or so. That typically happens in solar eclipse. Just to let you know if you're gonna expect one this Sunday. The solar eclipse is expected to be happening on May 20th, 2012. People who live in the southwestern United States will expect a solar eclipse prior to the sun being set. Set in the late afternoon, I suppose. What's really interesting about the solar eclipse is that I saw a solar eclipse in 2009. It happened on July 22nd, and it's a great experience. It went from from whiteout to blackout, and from blackout to whiteout again, which means like it's going from day to night instantly, and then back to day in a few minutes or so. That typically happens in solar eclipse. Just to let you know if you're gonna expect one this Sunday. In some scientific news, there's been updates on the flesh-eating bacteria that affected two ladies. Faced with the prospect of losing both hands and her one remaining foot, a young Georgia woman balances to survive a case of flesh-eating bacteria that had already claimed one-legged mouth the words, "Let's do this." Amy Copeland, age 24, shed no tears, had never batted an eyelash. Her father, Andy Copeland, wrote on Facebook on Friday about the conversation he and his wife had with their daughter the day before. This also happened to a teen few weeks ago. Let's continue with this article. I was crying because I'm a proud father of an incredibly courageous young lady, Copeland wrote. I mean, what's going on with the flesh-eating bacteria? Is it either like spreading? Is it just develop? Is it starting to develop in the United States? Going to spread it to across the globe? Here's some tips to prevent from getting that flesh-eating bacteria. One, wash your hands. If you see a cut, or a bruise, please make sure you wash it away with soap. And that's all I have to say about this. Thank you for watching a new version of FriFunShow. I'm Alan Fung, and I'm sorry this show is unscripted. Next time the show will be scripted. So until then, I'll see you on the next scripted show.